Senator, you and the committee's staff report is indicating unbelievable scientific misconduct here.
It is worse. I mean, it's borders on criminal, and it may be criminal. But you know, it's something we've known all the time. I made a speech on the Senate floor in 2005. And that's when all these scientists were coming to me saying, wait a minute, they're cooking the science. They won't take views of people unless they comply with the United Nations. They're cooking the science. And so I made a speech on the floor saying exactly what I had been told. And I think that's been completely vindicated by ClimateGate. The UK Telegraph, one of the largest publications in UK, said it's the greatest scientific scandal of our generation. I mean, that's a huge thing. And they try to play it down and say that, well, just, you know, there's some miscommunication or something like that. No, they willfully tried to cook the science. But let's go back to their origins of this thing. A lot of people forget this was the United Nations, and a lot of the lousy stuff that happens in the United States originates in the United Nations. This is what happened. They put together an intergovernmental panel on climate change, and they staffed it with people that would follow what their lead was, and that was to come to the conclusion that anthropogenic gases, man-made gases, CO2, methane, are causing catastrophic global warming. Now, in an act of frustration, I guess, back in 2003, right before the Milan, Italy meeting, the United Nations meeting, I said at that time that the notion that man-made gases are causing this catastrophic global warming is the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on the American people. And I say that because that inflicted harm on the American people. The goal, and I would believe this to my dying day, is the United Nations, every time they do something that is against the interests of the United States of America, we put together resolutions threatening to withhold our funding of the United Nations unless they change a position. They don't like that. They don't want to be accountable to the United States or any other country. I will always believe that that's the whole origin of this thing. They want some kind of a global mechanism so they can be funded and not be accountable to anyone.